This is another seed saving video, and this time I'm saving some parsnip seeds. I mentioned in one of my previous garden tour videos about some parsnip seeds. I can't tell you what variety they were, but they're absolutely delicious coreless parsnips that I had the seeds saved for about 11 or 12 years. I planted the seed, and it was a variety that my mother had. They grew these beautiful parsnips, and actually all the seeds were viable even stored that long. As much as I wanted to pick the parsnip and eat all the parsnip, I decided to keep some for seed. And parsnip is a little different, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. But what I have done here now is I just have them hung up here in the garage to dry because we have very windy weather calling for rain, and I've already lost some of the seeds because of the wind blowing them off, and they're not quite ripe yet. They need to be dry and brown, so I'm hanging them to dry. Parsnip is a biennial. What you have to do with parsnip if you want to save your own seeds, the year that you plant the seed, you can take up some of your parsnip but leave some of them in the ground over the winter. They will produce seeds the following year. So they look like they die, and then they'll come back the next year and they'll send up a big stem like this, and they'll have these big umbels of flowers on them, and then they'll produce the seed. It will take from 1 year to the entire next through a winter in order for you to get your parsnip seeds. But as you can see, I have enough parsnip seeds to share with a lot of people. See, there's a few thousand seeds on this, and I'll have a lot of seeds for years to come. So sacrificing a few parsnip plants, because you can't eat the parsnip once it produces seeds, because the parsnip becomes just like a piece of wood. But I left 5 parsnips in the ground, and from 5 parsnips I have a few thousand seeds. So this year is the second year, and as you can see, all these umbels are covered, absolutely covered in parsnip seeds, and I think one just fell to the floor, so that one must be ripe. But what I'll do is put a tray underneath to catch them if they fall off, and I'll just pick a fairly ripe one here now. So this is a little parsnip seed. This will grow a full parsnip plant, and these are extremely easy to collect because they will essentially just drop off when they're ready. You barely have to touch them, and they will just pop off, and you can just put them in a cool, dry container, and they will store for, well, for me, they stored for many years. Just make sure you don't get them damp or too hot or in the sunlight. So if you keep them in a cool, dry, dark place, they'll last a long time. It's a little different to do the biennial plants versus the annual plants, because you can gather your seeds in the same year with some of the annual plants. With the parsnip, you're going to have to leave a few parsnips in the ground, let them go right through the winter, and then by the end of the next summer, in the fall, you will have hundreds of seeds that you can share. Another little tip I wanted to say about one of my previous videos when I was talking about like gathering cilantro and spinach and other things like that. You don't have to sacrifice the whole plant. You can still eat all your spinach leaves. Just pick them very carefully when you're gathering your leaves that you want to eat, but you still want to keep seeds for the future. Just pick the leaves around the stem as you go up and leave the stem intact, and it should still bolt and produce seed for you. Now with a parsnip, you can't pick the parsnip because of course it's a root vegetable, so you have to leave that in the ground. So anyway, that's it. Collecting seeds from parsnips, very simple. It just takes a little longer. You have to be more patient. Wait till the second year, and then they'll produce tons of seeds for you. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more seed saving videos, please let me know. If there's a specific plant that you would like to know how to collect the seed from, let me know, and I'll if I have it growing, I'll show you, and if not, I can do some research and find out for you how you can save your own seeds, because it's a very important way to save money and make your plants stronger for your garden. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.